my daily job is just to do brainstorming and do whatever you like. Yeah, I still remember my boss, Alexei, like he was mentioning that all the time. He was talking about like, Curry, you just do what you want to do. Like if we want to just hire a CG artist or like help us to execute the job, we don't want to hire you. So just do what you feel is right. Just do what you feel like you want to put on your personal website and on your portfolio to treat this as your personal project.
Hey everybody, Mark Arinsberg here with the Purenow Show. This is episode number 13. My guest today is Curry Tian. Curry is a Chinese-born visual artist, filmmaker, animator, illustrator who's been educated in the States and is working to bridge the gap between Eastern and Western cultures. Happy to have this young woman on the show to talk about her experiences both abroad and in China. Here we go. It seems that based on the work that I've seen of yours, it's obviously very Chinese influenced, and you're expressing your culture. And how do you feel about that, making an impact through your work, representing where you come from and letting the world see how you're connected to that culture?
I think firstly, I just cannot erase the Chinese heritage in my vein. I mean, before, especially recent years, I feel super grateful to born and raised in China as an Asian girl. Like I just cannot imagine how important the Chinese heritage influenced me in all aspects. But also feel good to have this type of experience in the Western country. I'm also very into another type of culture and different experience. But that's like conceptually you can say that, but practically I think I'm just like very into, for example, the Asian Chinese painting and like I mentioned, the projects I'm working on recently is the masterpiece of early Chinese Buddhist cave art. Represent the successful fusion of the Buddhist religious symbolic arts from South and Central Asia, and also with traditional Chinese art, which is like very gorgeous and mesmerizing. I don't know if you are familiar with the Chinese painting in the cave from North Wei dynasty. I think using the Chinese elements, for example, around about the Buddhism, about the traditional Chinese painting and calligraphy, art, culture, they're also part of the reason. I think I don't feel like my work is 100% Chinese. I think part of them are still kind of like a hybrid. It's still kind of universe from my understanding. When I was working as a 3D motion designer, drawing storyboard and also the motion board is pretty much essential. But again, I would say, firstly, I got all my impression from non-visual stuff. Even for example, a lot of designers, they love Behance, they love Pinterest, they love a lot of like gorgeous design-driven websites. But personally, they are good. Sometimes I search reference on those websites, but I prefer to start with something more concept story-driven. Theoretically, you were like more like philosophy or like art history, etc. I prefer to start with the idea like super conceptual, but not like, okay, I love this visual and I want to do something else, if that makes sense. So in terms of that, I think that's one more reason I don't really draw stuff recently. Yeah.
Let's go back to when you were a child. What types of experience maybe influenced you to go down this career path as a creative professional? What things as a child inspired you to start thinking about your life in this way?
I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe I just have something to tell, and I'm always questioning and exploring the various definitions and expressions of the true beauty and also the true existence. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe my family is good, but I still have type of trouble with the sense of belonging and also self-awareness, type of secret sorrow to tell initially when I was a child. So I don't know, I think I just find this type of media to be a tool to tell my story. Right now I'm 26. I'm still trying to define myself as an artist or as a photographer or as a director. I think I'm still on the mental journey. I'm still thinking about that all the time, like what type of media I should do, I should use for the next step, and where I'm gonna live, and what kind of project I'm gonna explore for the next step. So I think everything is not solidified at the moment.
Well, what's interesting to me is you finished your master's degree not too long ago, and looking at your reel, you're obviously an old soul because your work is gorgeous. It looks like you've been doing it for 20 years. So clearly you are on the right path, and you can feel a lot of emotion in your work. It's really rich and so full of beautiful color, and it's just, your eye is really amazing. And I was very impressed to see the quality of work that you are producing so soon out of school, that you have not had a lot of professional experience, but it looks like you've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, but I have to say I'm still learning, and definitely I wish I could be professional, but definitely in terms of, like, firstly, I'm not really a technical driven person, and also I don't know if you know, like my background, I finished my undergrad in Beijing, and I was majoring in visual communication, which aka graphic design, and also my minor was journalism and communication. So basically, before I came to LA, I have no background about the 3D rendering, CG, live action, VFX. I have no technical background with that. So I just start everything from zero. So I think, yeah, I don't know. Maybe also the program is kind of long. It's like 3 years program. So, and also, I was trying to balance my life with the school life and also the internship, the work life. So I have to say I learned a lot in the industry. I think that's why you might say, okay, some of my work looks professional and reach the production level in the industry. I think that's because I have already started working in my undergrad, and